see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
This video is sponsored by my weight loss support group. We are doing a 12-week challenge starting May 1st. Here is the last winner from the last challenge. If you are up for it, you can join by purchasing the lifetime support group linked below, with more information in the Facebook support group once you are added, for a chance to win a prize. Hello YouTube. So remember the strong dislike we had as children for those classic Disney villains like Ursula.
Poor unfortunate soul.
I actually really liked her. Cruella. Loved the character, hated her because she wanted to kill dogs. And Scar. Scar manipulated and used the people around him, or lions, or hyenas, and pretty much only cared about himself and his image, and ended up killing his brother and wanting to kill his nephew. Poor little Simba. Well, speaking of villains that we hated as children, y'all, I think Jada is the damn villain. So we all know the controversy that happened with the historic clap that made us all interested in the Oscars. Well, at least that one 5-second part. No one gave a shit about anything else. We were there for the drama. And look, there's more. Many people were blaming Jada and saying she did this. She forced him to do it. She somehow used her mind control powers to take over his body and guide his legs down that stage, and took that hand of his and slapped Chris Rock's cheek. And as I was reading your comments in those videos that I made, I was like, y'all need to shut up. You guys always want to blame somebody else, especially a woman. Well, new things have surfaced that honestly I avoided because I kind of got it. Will Smith acts like a toddler. He slapped Chris Rock, and I guess Amy Schumer is traumatized from the event. Why she's traumatized, I have absolutely no idea, but she's got trauma from it. But you sneaky little subscriber slid into my inbox multiple times and intrigued me with a couple clips. And I have come to the conclusion that Jada is quite evil. And it doesn't help that in that iconic night where she pretty much wore a classic villain cosplay, where if you just took Jada and plopped her into any anime universe, you would see her and be like, villain. Outfit with a high neck, structured cheeks, sly look in her eyes, manipulating her minions. How did I not catch it? Because I really didn't care. But you guys got me to care and very intrigued. So anyway, to the people who were screaming at me that Jada made him do it, I still don't agree. You're weird. This is not an anime. She does not have powers to force anyone to do anything. But I do agree that she is manipulative, shady, selfish, and the villain. And Will is just one of her pawns or puppets that she gets to play with. Sounds fun, right up this villain's alley. So let's check out some of the clips that you guys sent me. Disclaimer, these are just clips. Keep in mind, I don't know these people. I don't know their relationship, minus what they put on the internet for us to speculate, which I'm doing. So to show you how out of touch I am with just celebrity culture or what celebrities do in their everyday life, who they date, I had no idea that Jada Smith dated Tupac. I did this for the reason that I will tell you right now. The two met at the Baltimore School for the Arts in the 1980s and became very close. Despite always being very open about her love for the late rapper, Jada has maintained that they were never more than extremely close friends. And I quote, "I know that most people want to always connect it in this romance thing, but that's just because they don't have the story." Well, tell us, Jada. According to Jada, in an interview in 2017 with Sirius XM, she called their connection precious and admitted that they kissed before, but she didn't enjoy it. Jada said, "You know, it's so funny because now being older, I have more of an understanding of what that was between us. When you have two young people that have very strong feelings, but there was no physical chemistry between us at all, and it wasn't even just for me. It was him too. There was a time when I was like, just kiss me. Let's just see how this goes. And when I tell you, it had to be the most disgusting kiss for both of us." So according to Jada, they were just very close friends. They kissed, but she absolutely hated it and had no sexual connection to him at all. Just friends. According to the internet, Tupac was blowing her back out, and Will Smith is forever trying to prove that he's just as much as a man as Tupac, but what does Will Smith say? Well, from what I'm about to read you, it seems that he has always been jealous of Tupac and Jada's relationship and how close they were. And jealous of how Jada saw Tupac. She really thought very highly of him. Now, I wasn't in the bedroom when Jada was getting her by Tupac, as the internet says. I don't even think I was born yet. So I can't say, oh no, they for sure hooked up. They did more than kissing. I mean, I feel like they did, but that's just speculation. I have guy friends that I'm close with and people ask if we ever had a thing and I'm like, oh God, no. No. Just seeing how Jada is from just these clips and how manipulative and how she chooses her words, I do think there was a little bit more, but once again, speculation. But I have to agree with you guys that I think that Will Smith is constantly trying to prove that he is just as much of a man as Tupac, so that Jada can, have that high level of thinking towards her husband, Will Smith. And so he's constantly trying to prove, like, look at me, I'm really good too. Will Smith said, and I quote, "Though they were never intimate, their love for each other is legendary. They defined ride or die. In the beginning of our relationship, my mind was tortured by their connection. He was Pac, and I was me." Sad. I have seen many people in a similar relationship where you just know that that person, one of the people in the relationship, are just obsessed with someone else that they can't have. AKA Jada Pinkett Smith can't have Tupac because he did. But with people that I've seen, the other person, the Will Smith in the relationship, is constantly trying to get that affection, get that, acceptance, get that, look at me, I'm really good too. And they do everything to try to get that spotlight. And it seems that the Jada in the relationship doesn't seem to ever look at them how they are looking at the person that they can never have. And that person goes insane. It drives you crazy. It might just drive you to slap someone or get a stampede started with wildebeest. Stand over your brother who's about to fall to his death. Scar! Let him die. And then watch his son, your nephew, get crushed by said wildebeest. As so I thought. Just to become king. Jealousy is a hell of a feeling, isn't it? Pac was like Harry. He triggered the perception of myself as a coward. I hated that I wasn't what he was in the world, and I suffered a raging jealousy. I wanted Jada to look at me like that. Do you think those feelings are gone? I don't think they are. If she chose me over Tupac, there was no way I could be a coward. I have rarely felt more validated. I was in a room with Tupac on multiple occasions, but I never spoke to him. The way Jada loved Pac rendered me incapable of being friends with him. I was too immature. Apparently, Jada was so in love with Tupac in a friendly way, because they're just friends, that her daughter, who had never met Tupac before, knew about this very friendly love, wrote a letter to Tupac, who was dead, and said, "Please come back, sir, that I never met before. Come back from wherever you are. I know you're dead, but I think you can come back and be with my mommy and me." I think it'll make her a lot happier because daddy ain't doing nothing for her. Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think that my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so my mommy, spelled mommy wrong. That's what y'all do to me whenever I'm trying to say something in my Instagram and you guys have to correct my spelling all the time. You know what I'm saying. But damn, did it feel good to get that power and say she spelled it wrong, you little girl. Anyway, can you please come back so my mommy and me can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. She even drew a sad face. And a love Willow. Willow never met Tupac. How would y'all parents feel if your daughter wrote a letter to another man or a woman, this can be flopped, but wrote a letter to a friend who they only kissed once and said, "Please come back from the dead because my mom's not happy"? How would that make you feel? Probably would make you go a little insane, especially if you stayed in that relationship. And this was when the kids were little, so Jada was obviously talking about this in front of the kids enough for her small daughter to write a letter to a man she never met. Okay, so then the next clip that you guys sent me was a clip of Will Smith explaining how he took 3 years to plan Jada's 40-year-old birthday party and make sure everything was perfect and fun and just like perfect for her. And Jada was not impressed.
The day after her 37th birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. I hired a documentary team. I traced mommy's family roots. Her 40th birthday was going to be my thing.
It was going to be a splash.
It was going to be a splash. Mary J. Blige performed. I debuted the film, all of that. It was going to be the thing that lifted her out of this midlife crisis, and it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego.
Ooh. Can you imagine planning for a party for someone else for a huge milestone in their life, 40, and you took the time to really try to make it perfect for them, 3 whole ass years, and that person comes back and says, "Oh, you did it for yourself, for your ego." Honey, I did it for my ego. I took 3 years to do this party. I should be stroking my ego a little bit. That's a lot of thought and time and care to be putting into a birthday party. And this is coming from someone like, birthday parties in my house, especially when you get older, it's a cake, you light the candles, you sing happy birthday badly, and you eat said cake, and that's that. I can't imagine having a whole ass birthday bash that took 3 years to plan and then just be like, oh, you probably did that for your ego. So the final clip that you guys sent me is a clip of Will Smith just looking broken. He is a shell of a man and he is about to crumble. He is Humpty Dumpty teetering on a wall and Jada is right there about to just tip his ass over. Anyway, he looks extremely broken and Jada is filming for TikTok or Instagram trying to promote her red table or whatever that is, and he's saying, can you maybe not film me, or at least ask if it's okay to film me? I'm in my own house and I kind of just don't want to do this right now.
You know Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
And she calls him a fool.
If you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
She asked some other celebrity to come onto her show to help fix this foolishness of a man and then tell other people to watch it on TV, which I personally think in Jada's language it means, please tell me that I'm right and then watch my show. I absolutely cannot stand when I get filmed and then I tell the person that is filming me to stop and they just keep going. It's rude. So I personally am just not feeling Jada. Just from these small clips, she seems so selfish and the way that she talks about Tupac doesn't seem truthful. It just doesn't seem very genuine. And it seems that she's trying to hide something. And it's really none of our business, but she says that she's an extremely open person. I don't get the feeling that she's being open. I think she's just using certain words to make her seem like such a good person. For example, when she was talking about her hookup with her son's best friend, August, she used the word entanglement because entanglement sounds a lot better than I fucked my son's best friend.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
And I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
Hey, that's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes.
Also, keep in mind, according to like what I was reading, because I don't watch this kind of stuff, but what I was reading and watching because of this video, I keep seeing people say that she cheated. I got the impression from watching that table talk, from reading all of, their quotes and whatnot, that both of them were on a break. So she didn't cheat, according to what I saw on there. You let me know if I'm wrong, but according to what they were talking about, she didn't cheat. They were both on a break and they have like an open relationship.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time and you go figure out how to make yourself happy.
But do you guys see what I'm saying? Her choice of words to make things sound a lot better are quite high. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Not a huge fan of Jada, not a fan of celebrities in general, but I can feel for Will Smith, even though I see a lot of people saying he's rich, so who cares? I mean, rich people can still have a lot of mental issues. Remember all those celebrities that committed. I don't condone what Will Smith did and I don't feel bad for what he did, but I can feel bad for the mental health part. I really do think that he is in love with Jada.
Husband, now I gotta be with you at the press conference while you tell the world about your transgressions. Like, I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
And if he stays in this relationship, he's going to forever be chasing that admiration that she has for Tupac. I think that whole slap that happened was the whole, oh shit, if Tupac was here, what would he do? Shoot him. Can't do that, okay? What's the next best thing? And did you know that she publicly did not even approve of it? Yup. So now he didn't get the approval of the one person that he wants the approval from. And he looks stupid. Will Smith is a mess at the moment. There has got to be something going on with him. I have to say, I feel bad for Chris Rock. I mean, he got slapped and was just confused at what the hell was going on, and I feel bad for Will Smith's mental health. I was reading comments of someone talking about what it's like being in a relationship similar to Jada and Will, and he was saying, man, it really mentally drains you to be forever chasing, to get that admiration from someone that you love who honestly loves somebody else. Or at least even if she doesn't love Tupac, doesn't show him the same respect that she showed Tupac. And someone in his comment section said, ha, fuck that. I have to laugh at Will Smith. He's an idiot. Plus, he's rich. Who the fuck cares? Which, yeah, I mean, who the fuck cares? And yeah, I can definitely laugh because you slapping people, Will Smith. And third, yes, they're rich, so it makes it a little bit easier. Life's always a lot easier when you got money. I mean, I'd much rather wipe my tears with money than be broke as hell and wipe my tears with my hand like a poor person. I think tears would be drying my hands out. So it'd be nice if I had so much money I could just use it as a tissue. But the guy comes back and says, you know, I've been in a similar position where my mental health was complete shit. I was doing stuff and I'm not proud of the shit that I was doing. And it would really suck to have the whole world just laugh at me at my lowest point. It definitely wouldn't help me be a better person, that's for sure. I don't think any of us, anyone watching, would like to take that lowest point, our lowest point in our life, where that lowest point made us act a little wackadoodle, and then the whole world took that lowest point of you being an idiot and then just memed you and laughed the hell at you. I know I wouldn't like it. I'm still gonna laugh though. The memes are very funny. But it does give us something to think about. It was very interesting to see what's going on with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Even when he was talking about that party, he just seemed very distraught and a little crazy. And then everyone's making fun of your mental decline. I would absolutely hate that, but that's why I don't put most of my business on the internet and I don't be slapping people, because if I did, I would deserve to get memed. Anyway, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? I'd love to read them in the comment section. I have now got to go and be queen of the Pride Lens. I worked very hard to get to this status and I deserve to stroke my ego.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood